name is Larry Dennis Starkey.
Booyah, baby!
Well, actually, Booyah that's my nickname.
More booyah here.
I started using Booyah 10 years ago on the line. And now, when people come on my bus, I just Booyah everybody. It was this guy that used to keep me when I was real little. His name was Mr. Johnson. I never thought that the guy came on the bus and said, "Oh my God, it's baby Booyah." And I'm like, oh, okay. And all the kids thought it was funny. And when he got off his voice, it was so bare, so the bass tone, it was kind of scary when he called you, baby Booyah. And prior to that, the kids, I don't know, they really got a kick out of it. So they was playing on the bus, ringing the bell, saying Booyah, getting off the bus. And, it was picking at me. So I had to turn it around and use it as a positive. So I said, okay, so this is how y'all get, yeah, Booyah. So I said, okay, cool. So I turned it around. I think what really drawed me to this industry was, I said if I ever became a bus driver, I say, hey, I will try to do my best to be the best driver out there on the streets. That's one of the things that I really love about being a bus driver, is giving back to the community, giving back to the people who are on the streets who may be dying straight of need a ride to get to their destination. I realize how important having a job. DDOT does one of the wonderful things in the world for the city of Detroit. There's nowhere you can go and have the ability to go from one side of town to another side of town for only $1.50. And I think that's a blessing for all the residents and all the people who actually live here in Detroit. Once I wake up and I get my cup of coffee, my adrenaline get to going, and I'm just ready. I'm so excited to be out there early in the morning. My thing is, as far as having the energy, I think I can honestly say that I enjoy driving the bus and getting the people to their destination. And, in this time, you have to just be grateful that you got a job, considering that I know a lot of my friends right now out of work, haven't had work for over the last 3 to 4 years. And I look at myself still working, so it's a blessing. That's what I do every day. So that's what keeps me motivated, keeps me moving. You come in here, you're like a green tomato. You ain't quite the right tangible color to eat yet. Once you get into this industry, you start learning and picking up things, and that becomes a part of your trade. As far as learning people, you have to learn people. You got to learn by their personality, learn them by their smile. You learn by their characteristic and their behavior, how they go about paying the fare. I think all that plays an important part. So to me, learning people, learning their behavior, their characteristic and all that, I think all that plays a very important part when you out there driving. And I think as far as with me, actually, to be honest with you, I enrolled all the buses here, all the lines, and I think a lot of people request me to be on the Woodward. I got a lot of people who come out there like me being on the Woodward. I like being on the Woodward because it's a straight up shot. So I look at myself as probably different from all the rest of the co-workers that work here. I look at myself as a stagecoach operator because basically what I do, I'm calling out streets. I'm getting the people to where they gotta go. I'm greeting everybody with some dap, which is brightening the majority of the people today who actually come on the bus. And as far as the changes, I see this city, well, it's getting better from the transformation from coming from the State Fair Transit Center, coming into the downtown area. It's getting a little bit more and more hectic coming into the downtown area because so much development is going on, and it's kind of like pushing you a little bit off your schedule. But hey, we as operators, we keep pushing until we get through. But yeah, the city is coming back, and hey, I hope to be a part of all the stuff that's going on inside the city. Well, I'd like to thank you guys for coming out, doing this interview, and I'd like to send a shout out to all the fans that's out there who's watching me, and booyah to everyone who's watching this tape. Everybody have a blessed day.